Hey YouTube, Cave Dweller, 1959 coming at you here again one more time. I'm going to do a follow-up video to one I did a couple months ago on the Savage B-Mag and the Winchester Super Mag 17 caliber. The original rifle from that 2 months ago is gone. That was a loaner, a borrowed rig. I've not found one to play with, but I have found two of them to play with. I don't know how many people have had the opportunity to shoot one. I've been blessed with the opportunity to play with three. All three of them display the exact same characteristics in their shooting. And it is very, very, very obvious what is wrong with this rifle. They will not shoot up to my standards, and I don't think they're up to your standards either, and I'm going to tell you why. I did some shooting on a chronograph, ran some rounds across a chronograph, excuse me. We're going to look at some numbers there, look at some targets. Hang on. The chronograph used in this is a shooting Chrony, model F1. Nice little units. Tell you things you want to know. Sometimes they tell you things you do not want to know. What we have here is the results. First 10 shots fired through the first rifle. Basically sighting in the scope, stuff like that. First 10 rounds right here. Actual velocity recorded. You add them all up, you come up with 26,081 feet per second. How do you come up with an average? You simply divide it by 10. Gives you 2,608 feet per second. That's pretty close when this ammo is rated at 2,600 feet per second. Wonderful, you say, right? Well, it doesn't really stop there. This column here tells you a whole lot more about your ammo. It's the deviation from average velocity. This is a worksheet from the Shooting Chrony. You can go on their website. You can actually see what it is if you want to interest more in it if you don't do this kind of stuff. Deviation from average, all you do is your 2,608 feet per second. You either subtract it from this or the other way around. It gives you feet per second slow or feet per second fast. Anything under 50 is probably pretty good. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them that would fall in there. You got 5 of them that are absolutely way out in left field. 99 feet per second above. 97 low. That's 196 feet per second. Spread on this stuff with an 85, a 72, 79. Those are not good numbers. This is very, very inconsistent. You know anything about accuracy? It's nothing more than consistency. And this ammo, I don't think has it. It's not there. All right, let's take a look at some targets we shot with them. Like I said, these guns shoot the same way, typically, time after time after time. So I just kept one target for this video, one from each gun. There's no doubt in my mind, these 3 shots right here, this is the kind of group this gun wants to shoot. Unfortunately, we have flyers. Always, always flyers. That, out of a new gun, new load, I would say that is not bad. I would be happy with that. That's 770 thousandths of an inch. Call it 3/4 of an inch. If these 2 loads were down here, we're down in here joining this group, more than happy. This one right here takes it out to a 3-inch group. Takes a 3/4 inch group. That's 60% of your shells right there. 40% of your shells out in limbo land. The other rifle, it even shoots a little better. We'll call that 650. Unfortunately, like I said, that's what that gun wants to shoot. It really, really wants to. That's what it's capable of. But it throws these flyers. This flyer right here takes a perfectly good group out to 1.90 inch. Almost 2 inches. There's no excuse for that. There's a reason for it. There's just no excuse for it. Switching rifles back and forth with the scopes. One more that was shot. That one right there. That's about 1.125 inches, 1 3/16. I'd almost be happy with that, except we got this flyer up here. There's an exact reason for all of this. It's very, very, very simple. All right, now that everybody knows what kind of information we're dealing with, let's talk about the ammo. Chronograph info that we got here. Huge spreads on velocity. I really don't think that's an issue with this gun at this moment for what we're dealing with. If we could shrink that, what do we have, 196, 197 feet from top to bottom spread. If we could bring that all down to, say, 50 high, 50 low, 100 foot, that's still not good. Within 60, 30 foot fast, 30 foot slow, that would probably be really good on a little cartridge like that, the speed 2,600 feet. All that would do, though, it may make this group a little smaller. It will do nothing for your flyers. That's a totally different ball game. Once you get rid of these, bring these up to here, velocity, then you start working on that. It's a rimfire, we can't work on it. There's nothing we can do about it. The only thing we can do is bring those flyers in. Hey, before we go any farther, I want to mention there's a lot out there written and videos, cracked necks on the 17 cal. 3 different rifles. I've put about 140 rounds through. I have not seen a cracked neck. I've seen probably 30 or 40 casings from other people on the below the benches at the gun range. I've never seen a cracked neck. Those of you that have it, it's obviously head spacing. Different issue from what we're talking here today. They shoot prairie dogs religiously. You buy, sell, trade guns all the time. You're always looking for something new. You shoot them for 4 or 5 years. Barrels get rough. You get rid of them. Why they were getting rid of them was good. Start looking for more. You take them home, shoot them. I just drew some dots there. If they shot patterns like that, patterns, not groups. They shot patterns, but there's no real flyers. They just didn't shoot tight. Get rid of them. It'll never be a dog shooting gun. Nothing you can do. Okay for deer hunting, bigger stuff if it's a proper caliber. But you take one of those guns home and it's shooting groups like what we looked at earlier. Nice little group, but it has flyers. That was good because you just found yourself your next new really good dog shooting gun. Flyers on a rifle that shoots like that, with flyers I should say, that's the #1 indicator you have very bad metal to wood fit. All you need to do is glass bed that rifle. These flyers move right up there in there with that group. It's that simple. This thing, however, the way this is built, I really can't see glass bedding it. If you did, this thing is so flimsy, so much flex to it. Glass bedding is nothing more than epoxy. Epoxy is a very high quality plastic. It's brittle. You flex it, it cracks, it breaks. You have no more bedding and no flexible stock. This is a piece of junk. It's recycled milk jugs at best. The Savage B-Mag will never shoot in this configuration. Savage really needs to step up to the plate and build something better than that. Right in the garbage can it's going to go. The good news is I don't have one. I'm trying to find one. The aftermarket stock makers. Boyd's Gun Stock is one that I'm familiar with. I was just on their website not long ago. They have about 6, 7 different models. 3 of them I believe were in stock ready to ship. 90 to 110 bucks. Wish I had one. I'm going to start looking for one. When I find it, I'll get one of these here, bolt it back in there. We'll go do some shooting. I'll show you the results. I just about guarantee you those flyers will be gone. That's about all I got to say on this one. That is why this gun will not shoot. No doubt about it whatsoever. This is Cave Dweller, 1959. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.